How you doing? This is I Won't Give Up by Jason Mraz. It's in the key of E major, and it starts with this little riff that he sings along with the melody at the same time. And then he goes into an A shape with a 2, 3, 4 over an E, and it sounds like this. And he resolves to E major. Then he does the little line again. So that little line follows the vocal line. Da 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 and that's, kind of like the intro and the verse parts like that. When you go up this little melody here, you go up to a G sharp, and I slide it with my little finger. Third would be fine, and then to an F sharp, and then to an E, and then you go into this shape here, which is B sus4, and it kind of looks like this, and it resolves just to B. So it's basically a power chord shape with an open B and then an open E. And then he kind of does that again. Now that one there, that would be measure 5, because it's a little different rhythm there, because there's a dotted 8th, regular 8th, and a 16th at the end of that phrase. You'll hear that in the GP6 version if it plays it back to you. But again, it follows the melody line that he's doing. I'm not going to say this is perfectly note for note, but I listened to it several times, and it's pretty close for that part. Okay, and that's kind of the verse, and it does that. Then it resolves to a B chord. And then I won't give up, and it goes to an A sus2 chord. Because the beginning part, I like to do finger picking, what I'm going to do whenever there's a strum part into the chord, I'm just going to use an index finger. And then when the rest of the chord is in there, you could do two things. You could do that. You could grab a pick real quick and just play with a pick. What I'm going to do is strum the first chord with the index finger down, and then thumb on the bass note. And then I'm just going to hit the top 3 strings here, and then back to the thumb. I actually notated it differently, as if I was going to use a pick. Awesome. Totally fine. And that works great if you want to use a pick, The only problem is when you get back into I just think that sounds so nice, finger picking. I'd hate to have you have a pick in your hand and drop it and come back. So, let's do it this way. A sus2, E, C sharp minor 7, B sus4, A sus2, E, B sus4, resolve to B. Okay, and then it says the segno, which is the sign, which is verse 2. So it's top of page 2, and it goes and so forth. And I'm not going to do the repeats. And then it goes through the chorus again, and then it's the break part. So he's going to go, and this sets up the bridge. on F sharp minor 7 at 11. So I use a 2, skip the A string, 3 on the E, pinky finger on the A, open B, open E. And it's, you know, what are we in? 6, 8. So 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, and 3. Now they're marked as 16th notes, but it's easier to count this way. You can use your finger on this part because it's a little bit more rocking. Now here, you can do that, then D sus 2 for 2 measures, B7 over D sharp, 2 measures, then D sus 2, B7 over D sharp, to the B7 chord. Okay, so that part, again, you could, if you feel more comfortable going, it's fine. I might get the little roll in there, you know. And then B7 / D sharp is basically just your basic B7 chord, but don't play the 5th string because we want to hear this note, you know, that tension going from the D to the D sharp. Real nice. And then this time D sus 2. And you finally end on that B note there. Then E. And there's a little bass run. And then we're back to the A sus 2, which goes to the double DS. It's a DSS, and that takes you back to the chorus. And then you do the chorus again. All that takes you to where it says Dakota, which would be measure 21, 22, 23. And then you can see the coda symbol on the bottom of page 4. It's measure 40. And then that's the B. Then double chorus. Same as the first, it's just the double. I'm going to just play through this. Then quiet. I won't give up on this. Then he does a little arpeggiating of the chords where it goes up. Okay, so where it says outro, that's the, you know, you just, and then C sharp minor 7, you're gonna go. Now I held that chord wrong twice now, and I do apologize. When it goes from C sharp minor 7, you want to go to a B, right to the B. My fault. I'm such in a habit of going down with that same shape because of the first part of the tune. But this part, you definitely want to hold the B right there. So I'll do it correctly. Then down. And then at the end, it's just your B power chord. Root 5th root. It's a wonderful song. Really, really nice tune. Not too hard to play, and I think it's a great technique for folks that aren't used to finger picking and then going into a strum with your index finger and going back to the finger picking. That's really something that a lot of folks don't do. They'll stay with one or the other. But it's a really nice way to just kind of get into the strum there. So I'll just kind of play through it here and take you out. I hope that helps. And again, it's a long score, but I really put it exactly how we did it. So if you follow the form and you let Guitar Pro 6 play, it's exactly the way that the real song is. Alright, I Won't Give Up by Jason Mraz.